Hi guys, and welcome to this tutorial on a system that I devised for the team, part of the Ninja Forex traders. My name's John Docherty, and I'm also known as Forex Fire. Okay guys, so I'm going to go and show you a concept that I learned from the platform that we are all with. Okay, and it is called the 25 to Life, but we ninja'd it up. It is separate to how it's traded on the platform. We use this in conjunction with the harmonic scan. Okay, the original version of this is used on a naked chart. However, we have sort of looked at this. I've stripped it down to bare bones and I restructured it with the help of many others within the community that we have here, and it is got a really good success rate, 85+%, catching good trades. Again, not just the once, you can get these on the re-entry. And again, I'm going to go through the basics and the preferences on what you need to do to set up on this. Okay, so if you're watching this on a replay, just pause the video and take notes and look back on the video as many times as you like. Okay guys, so I'm just going to share my screen, head over to the harmonic scan. I've got a few things wrote out in front of me, and we're going to talk about the fibs and things like that. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this back to default. Okay, and then we'll start from the very beginning. Okay, now the harmonic scan, as most of you are aware, is a great tool that we have on the platform, and they have a great success rate as it is of around about 85% or so, I do believe. But again, in the 80s up to the higher 80s, and there's many different patterns, from crabs to bats to sharks and things like that, and it's all based on an expected trend reversal. Now the trend reversals don't always happen, but if you could use a technique and a strategy that is going to enhance the win rate structurally and help you get in on a trade and out of a trade, because you don't always need to go for the TP 1, 2, and 3 areas, although these do hit here quite regular. As you can see, on this occasion they did. I'm going to show you a technique right now, 25 to Life Ninja Edition. Okay, and we're going to draw this up. But first of all, what we would do, we would have a look and measure from D to C, or C to D, whichever way, to see how many pips we have. Okay, so from the C line down to the D, you want at least a 50 pip gap. Okay guys, for this to be worth your while. And on here you can see we've got here 155 pips. You miss off the last number on the end here on the Forex pairs, and this will give you your true pippage. So we just hover the mouse over there, you got 155. That's the pips. Okay, 155 pips to play with between the gap. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll right in and we'll get drilled into this. Okay guys, and what we'll do, we'll start off on the odd JPY. Okay, as you can see, we've got the C to D. Again, let's go down. We've got 106 pips. Okay guys, right, so there we have, we've got a structure, and the structure you're waiting for, or what we're interested in, is the main standing peg candle below. You see this with a D, okay, right here. Now there's two other candles you need to look for, which I call a perimeter fence. You need to look 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Okay, so what you can do, and again, I'm just going to be visual with this. That's the area that we're looking at. Okay, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what you need to do is you're working from the outer 2 candles. Okay, so while you've identified the standing peg, and then you go 2 to the left and 2 to the right, you are only interested in the 2 outer candles. Okay, and whenever you're on a swing low, the volume of the candle has to be higher than where the D peg finished, which is there. Okay, as you can see, we got that right on here. Now what you need to do is you draw your fibs. This is normally on a pitchfork. You'll draw your fibs, fib retracement, from the standing peg of the D. You'll go up 2 candles to the left. That's not higher. Okay, so then you go to the right, halfway point, and you draw to there. Okay, I've just visually done that. So what you've got from there, guys, is the cog on the very top of here. Click on the cog. Now, this is where we are going to put in our fibs. So what I would do, I would just uncheck the whole lot for now. Uncheck all the boxes on there. Now, what you need to do is on the very top line, you've got your trend line. You just leave that as it is. Levels line is the next one down. Click once, click twice. Okay, this is just going to make them lines that little bit thicker. And you want the following numbers put into here. You need a 0 line. I would generally have that black. I would have a 0.25. I would generally have that as an orange. Again, colors, you can pick whichever color you want. From there, I would also have a minus 0.75. This would be a TP area. And then finally, you could have your number 1, which is going to be your stop loss. From there, you go to the next box down. You go to extended lines. As you can see, this extends it out. You have prices. You need levels to the right, and then you need them on the top. That just bounces these on top of here. So you know where you are price-wise when you're writing these things in. This here is a shadow, as you can see. I like to have a little bit of shadow, but it's not imperative. Most people like to take the shadow off altogether. But just to be visual, I like to see the wicks enter certain zones. Okay, so we click OK. Now we've got this drawn up 2 candles to the right, 2 candles to the left. You can see here, we've got it on the correct area because this is higher standing peg, sorry. What you've got is you're waiting as we get the magic wand out. You are waiting for a break of structure. Okay, let's just get this on a pink magic wand with a little bit of thickness. You're waiting for the break of structure, okay? And then the retest of this area, okay? We got it right here to the wick, okay? The retest is always going to be this 0.25 line, okay? So you've got the breakout, and then you had the retest. You got the retest here, and then you're going for that 1-to-1 risk to reward straight away. It's in, it's out, and it's grabbed you your pips. This one here has grabbed you. Let's have a look. It's grabbed you around about 20 pips on that move. Not once, but as you can see, guys, you've got it here. It's bounced, come back in, and then it's bounced again. Okay, so there's 40 pips within that one scan. And then it's shot off to TP 1, 2, and 3. Now, the risk to reward on these is normally 1-to-1 or 1-to-1.3. This one is giving you a 1-to-1.45. So you've got just under 1.5 risk to reward ratio on that, okay? So that's the general concept of what it is. We're going to run through 1 or 2 more, and then just to show you how powerful this is. But not only that, I'm going to talk about the formation as well, just to give you a bit more of an understanding, okay? So the next one we're going to look at is a CAD JPY. Again, guys, you identify your D point. You've got it right here. So you're looking 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1, 2. Which candle is highest of the second of the 2 candles to the left and right? It's most certainly this one here. Grab your fibs. Go to the halfway point. Okay. Again, those fib levels are as follows. Top trend lines tick, and as normal, you go from here once, twice. You need a 0 with a tick, black, a 0.25 tick, orange, it's optional again. Your TP area, 0.75 tick, a green. And then the 1 area, which is your D area, and also your stop loss, tick, red, okay? Again, extended lines, levels, and prices checked. You need to have the labels to the right, as you can see here. On the top, so they're very clear. Backgrounds, it's optional as well. I like to have that little bit of shaded color just to help with the wicks and the visualization in the end of those zones, okay? So as we can see, let's get this magic wand out. We've had the breakout. Okay, guys, we've come back in. We've touched that many times, and then we've come back out. and you've hit your profit. Pips caught on this one, around about 16 pips. Now, we teach in this amazing community, the Ninja Forex traders, that you only truly need 10 pips a day to compound your profit. Get your 10 pips, stop your trading for the day, okay? It is highly advisable to do that, and then if you are learning the process of trading, you can go to a demo account. But this strategy it fast became one of our main trading strategies, okay, guys? It has such a good success rate, to be fair. Let's just have a look to see if this is entered back in. Again, as we came out, we just get rid of this. We'll go back down to one magic wand. You can see you had the breakout, the retest, and we got the TP. We came back in, and this, guys, this shows you the power. We got a re-enter, and within the same candle, you're back out, okay? Some more pips, and then it shot off to TP 1, 2, and 3. The back end of the markets of this week, it started to come back down to test this area. So again, guys, just because you've getting in and out on one trade, on one scan, does not mean that that's the scan finished. The scans can happen numerous times, okay? I'll just go back to share the screen. We'll go over some more pairs, and I'll just cross these off as I'm doing them. We did, which one's that? That's the CAD JPY. Into D card, and again we're going to go over what not to trade in a moment, okay? We'll just get rid of that. Delete that. Let's get drilled in. Get rid of that. Right, so what we're looking at, guys, again, your D point. The D point is always highlighted with the D underneath the standing peg. 2 to the left, look to the left, okay? Like you're crossing the road, look 2 to the right. Which one is furthest away from the standing? It's clearly the second to the right. Your fibs from the D area up to the halfway point. Magic wand out, just to be visual. We had the breakout here. We've come in for the retest, and then we've got the pips, okay? Pips caught on this occasion. You had a little bit of drawdown, but the pips caught 22 pips. We've come back into test, but we didn't hit the area. We didn't hit the zone of trigger, okay? Now, normally what I advise is when you're first starting out, wait for those areas to hit that by setting yourself the buy limit or the sell limit, depending on what pen and order you're taking, okay? Some people in the group have been taking trades when they've come back into the zone. It's down to your personal preference, but please understand, use your proper risk to reward management when it comes to things like that. Let's go back to share screen. That one there was the NZD card. Euro, GPP. Let's see what happened with this one. Let's get rid of this. Right, guys. Again, look to the left, look to the right. So 1, 2, 1, 2. A big move down to here. Again, we've got the magic wand. We've had the breakout. Okay. Look at this, guys. It's come all the way in. It's come back into the retest. Yes, you've had quite a bit of drawdown on this, but it did not stop us out. Maybe a pip or two kept us in, and then it's come out. But look at this, guys. You've caught pips there successfully. You've got 30 pips there. Look at this, guys. You've come back in, and then you've come back out again. There's another 30 pips. Okay. So there's 60 pips off the one scan with that. And again, this just shows you and emphasizes the power. You've just got to be able to trust and just be able, like I said, that is the word that I need to use, to be fair. You just need to trust the system and just how good it respects those areas and how it comes back to test those and go back to the areas of previous interest, okay? Now, I'm going to show you one that would possibly not be traded. I think it was the odd NZD I had wrote down. Okay, let's get drilled in. Right, so you're looking 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Okay, now as you can see, this here, the D peg is the highest block. Okay, so even if you've got 2 to the left and 2 to the right, you technically would have went around about there. That would not be something I would have traded. Okay, simply because there's too much volume within this peg. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to go to the top of here, go to a whiteboard screen. In fact, can I stop the share? Share whiteboard, right? Share. Right, so what we've got, guys, if you can imagine, this is going to be my terrible drawing. You've got, that's your D, okay, that's your D area. And then you're looking 2 to the left. And then you're looking 2 to the right. And this one is going to be one that you would possibly trade, okay? You're doing your fibs, and you'll go down to the halfway of the furthest away candle. Because this here, this bit here, has got more volume, surpassing all of these. This is a successful trade, okay, guys? So again, if we go to a D point, and again, please forgive me for my drawings. You've got a D point, that's your D peg, that's your center peg, okay, or a fence post as we'll call it. And then you have 2 to the left, 2 to the right, sorry. And then you're looking 2 to the left. Now, what I would do with these particular ones, because there is no volume surpassing the area of that standing D peg, okay? There's no surpassment of this here, okay? You need this one right here, or this one right here is what we're concentrating on, okay? So what you need is something to come down below that area of here, okay? Whether it's the one to the right or whether it's a second one to the left. Once you get that, okay, you are drawing your fib levels down to the halfway point of that area. Then when you're doing your trading, you wait for the breakout of that. There's the 0.25 line, and then the retest, and then you're getting in on the trade. Okay, guys. So again, I hope that little bit has a little bit of understanding. Let's just have a look at some more trades. See if we can find one or two others that possibly weren't ones that we would trade. I don't know whether there was any. Right, so again, this one here, again, we possibly could have traded this until this had broke out here. But again, we had the test, we had to stop out, okay? Let's have a look at Forex choice. Look at DUSD. Again, we've got the D peg identified as a fence post. You want 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Clearly, the one to the right is got the most volume. So you're going from your D peg up to the halfway point. Okay, look at this, guys. You had the breakout. You need the breakout of this line here, okay? Your breakout has to come out of that line there. So you've come down, you've had the breakout here. Now look how powerful this is, guys. And like I say, I can't make this stuff up. We've come back in, we've tested that to the pip, okay? And then what's happened is you've shot off, you've got your take profit, 30 pips. You only need 10 pips a day when you're trading, okay, guys? And with the Harmonic tool that we use, the Harmonic scanner, you get numerous scans come out each day. And on top of that, within the Discord channel community group of the Forex Ninja Forex traders, we actually give you alerts to when to go and check the scanner, because that's when the scans will come out. There's one more thing I just want to mention before we go, okay? Because I didn't do this at the beginning. We are simply going to be trading from the 1 hour and the 4 hour charts, okay? The 15-minute charts are a little bit more volatile. Now, there's an advanced section to trading this, okay, which is for another video, okay, which is what I'll possibly do at a later date. But for now, this is the beginners session for the how to trade the 25 to life using the Harmonic scanner. Okay, guys, so hopefully you've followed along with that. If you're struggling with anything, please reach out to me within the community. If you're seeing this that is outside of the community and you want to know more, please get back to us and I'll have a chat with you one-on-one, guys. Okay, so hopefully you've seen the power in that and the power in the trade and what I've done with that today. Again, if you're seeing this via another person, get back to that person that has shared this video and ask them for more information. They'll get you onto the right path to success with this amazing community, the Ninja Forex traders, okay? Because we've got a brand new system coming, the Ninja trading system. I'll tell you what it is, it's going to be skyrocketing the profits, guys, okay? Catch you later.